What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be doing my predictions for the Geico 500 at Talladega Motor Speedway, the 13th race of the regular season, so we are officially halfway to the playoffs. Let's just jump straight into it. Before we get started doing those picks, we're going to talk about the package a little bit. The package is going to be a little bit different than last time. NASCAR, because of the Ryan Newman crash that happened at Daytona, which was a very, very bad accident, they have decided to reduce the horsepower in the cars and cut the spoiler down just a little bit. So instead of being the 550 horsepower package that we've had in the last time we were at Daytona, it's been cut down to 510 horsepower. So while I don't expect as many massive runs to take place in this race, I think you're still going to see a pretty good race, and I hope we don't see, unless, of course, we go all to the top line and just run single file like the 2013 Daytona 500. If that's the case, then that's going to be one of the worst Talladega races I've ever seen. But I don't expect it to be like that for this race. But we're at Talladega this weekend, and I am super, super excited for all the racing. We got ARCA in the Xfinity Series today, and we've got the Cup Series tomorrow for this race, the Geico 500. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about my picks for this race. So, anyway, who is my suck pick for this race? My suck pick, and this is a very interesting fact, has not finished better than 20th place in the last 7 races here. My suck pick is going to be Martin Truex Jr. While he did draw the pole for this race, I don't think Martin Truex Jr. is going to finish this race in first place. In fact, I don't think he's even going to have a top 25 to top 30 finish. I think Martin Truex Jr. just historically last 7 races, he's just completely struggled. And it's Talladega. A lot of bad luck could happen. And maybe he'll have a really good race. But to be honest with you, I think his luck continues to go bad. And I don't think he will have a very strong race at Talladega. Plus, JGR's kind of been not as good this year except Denny Hamlin. But I digress. But Martin Truex Jr. is my suck pick for this race. Now to my underdog pick. My underdog pick has been in a feud with somebody that I just mentioned here, Denny Hamlin. My underdog is actually going to be Corey LaJoie. Corey LaJoie, I think, could have some really strong runs on restrictor plates. In fact, I think he got a top 10 when he ran into Ryan Newman. I think he got like 7th or 8th in the race. I can't remember exactly where he did end up finishing. But Corey LaJoie, I think, is going to have a really strong race. And I think he'll actually end up beating Denny Hamlin for that feud, to be quite honest with you. I think Corey LaJoie will have a really strong race. I think he will miss the big ones. And I think he gets himself a top 15 finish in this race. And now we get to the winner's pick for this race. My winner's pick has been up front many of the races this year. He still has a goose egg on his tracker. And he still is due for a win here in 2020, and he should have already won a race. My winner's pick is going to go back-to-back in Talladega races. I'm going to pick Ryan Blaney to win this year's Geico 500. Ryan Blaney should have already won a race this year. I don't know. I can't believe he's not won a race. He probably should have won Vegas. He probably should have had a shot to win Auto Club, but he had a tire go down. He's been up front at Daytona when he accidentally got into Ryan Newman, which really wasn't completely his fault. And he was up front at Charlotte, both Charlotte races. He's been up front in so many races this year, and he still is a goose egg on the wins column. But I think that changes this weekend. I think he finally wins his 4th career Cup Series race and finally scores that first win. And I think once he does get that first win of the year, I think he is going to take off here this season. I think after winning his first race, I think he's just going to cruise and start becoming a championship contender that he's been all of 2020. So anyway, those are going to be my picks for this race. First of all, again, I want to apologize again for not having videos over the last couple days. I was finishing up my last week at my job, which I explained this a couple days ago. As of right now, I am not planning on taking off YouTube anytime soon. I at least am going to know when I'm going to be working, so that's some good news for you guys. I am really, really excited for the future of this channel. There are some things I will be working on behind the scenes that I will be releasing here very, very soon. Again, apologies for the long wait. I know it really wasn't that long. It was like a week. And I know that there was a lot of news that came out that I could have reported, and major news that came out. And I'm not planning on catching up on that, so you can all go watch some other YouTubers, and you can hear their perspectives. I have some perspectives on some of those situations, but I just don't have time to go ahead and release that stuff. So anyway, those were my picks from the Geico 500. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. I'm back, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links in the description below for that. And comment below your thoughts on who you think is going to win here at Talladega Superspeedway. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.